Great evening. We are so excited to have every one of us, and I'm so glad that we are all here. And for those that will be joining us, I believe our guest is she's ready for us as she will be coming in as soon as possible. All right. Okay. I want to welcome everybody to the last day of this conference. Indeed, it was a great time together, and I believe so much that we are doing a lot to be able to see how far we can all get better in the coming year. And this evening is going to be so massive that we are having one of our great speakers that we have been expecting in person of Adeola Omobabirin Osideko. And she's coming in soon as we are getting in to start. By the way, if you are here already, I need you to just share with us what you have learned so far. If you are here and you can hear me, I just want to know, just tell me where, if you can hear me and where you are calling from or where you are watching from. So let's go, let's go, let's go. So, all right. Omobabirin Osideko is already in the house. And I can see her. So she's going to be coming up as soon as possible. So let's get ready as we invite her to come in. All right. So we are waiting for comments. I just want to hear one or two person share with me so that we can come in. So let's get set. Let's get somebody just share something with us based on what you have learned so far. And I believe so much that we are great. So everybody, you're welcome. All right. So I think we have to go straight into okay. I'm trying to share with us. Hello, ma'am.
Hi, hi, hi. Good
So sorry,
evening.
ma'am. Good evening,
It's,
ma'am.
it's good to be here.
Thank you so much. Thank you so
Thank you very much
much.
for having me.
That we have some little issue. My sister refused to come up, but all is set now. All is set. So I think we can
Okay,
just go straight.
okay.
So
Thank you very much for having me.
thank you so much. Once again, ma, I want to with all sincerity say thank you so much for joining us and agreeing to be part of this. Every year we used to have it's an on-site where we just have like a workshop where a few people
Okay,
just come together, strategize, and based on few things I do, becoming like an accountability partner. So and I felt okay this time around we can take it a little bit online and have few more people to join us to do this, and that's why we just try to extend it a little bit. And while we are thinking about it, I felt that yes, looking at the area of envisioning of balanced wheel of life as a coach, as one of our two, that it is very important that while we are setting goals, it has to cut across a circle, like a wheel, where we can have a balanced life. Not that we can
ab-
set a goal of spirituality and health, and otherwise our career or other aspect of our lives is suffering. So we would tend to sit down critically and think about that. So while all other things are going on, look at even at the point of achieving all or setting goals, I've seen people setting resolution. And from research, we have find out that just about 10% or less than that of people that set resolution even remember they set the resolution when they come into the new year. So we're looking at it, okay, there has to be a place of the science of setting the goals or and achieving the result. And one of the key thing about that is ability to envision, ability to visualize, ability to see beyond what you have set and bringing into reality and making sure that this thing comes to stay as we have said. So I believe that I've seen what you have done, and few of us have seen what you have done, and we believe that uh, one of the great tools to achieve what you have done so far has to do with a lot of personal visualization, personal envisioning. And so we'll look into having an opportunity to share in your words of wisdom and words of knowledge to see how for people looking into 2022, how they can be able to get into this insight and making it reality. So that is one of the reasons why we have you. And we believe that tonight is going to be so powerful. Thank you so much, Ma.
yeah.
We have to stay aside a little bit and let you have the floor as we continue. Thank you so much, Ma.
All right. Thank you very much once again. Thank you very much for having me. It's really good to be here. Thank you, everyone who is watching. Good evening to you all and compliments of the season. I pray this season will bring to us joy, love, and ultimately peace. Thank you to the organizers of this conference. And I'm going to be speaking on from envisioning to reality. From envisioning to reality. I have been introduced, but let me still tell you who I am. My name is Omobabirin Adeola Osideko. I am a personal development coach, a branding expert, and a social media influencer. Once again, it's good to be here. So I would love you to join me in this conversation, in this discussion, because I want it to be interactive and I want us to rub minds as much as we can. Now, from envisioning to reality, what does it mean to envision? Envisioning means to visualize something, to think about something, to dream about something, to have something in mind, to wish to do something. That is what it means to envision. Now, is it enough for us to just envision something as humans? No. It is important that we bring our vision from the place of envisioning to the place of reality, because that is where the real work is. Anybody can dream. Anybody can envision. Anybody can wish. Oh, I wish. They will say, if wishes were horses, all of us would have been rich today. Like, if it's possible for someone to just sit down in a place and say, I wish I have a car, and boom, car is there. I wish I have a house. Boom, you have a car, you have a house. Then nobody will be working. I mean, by now, everybody will be millionaires and trillionaires and zillionaires, because it's very easy for you to just sit down, wish for something, and you get it. But unfortunately, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. You need to work to bring your vision into reality. And how do you do that? That's what we are going to be talking about today. But before we move, I would like to read a quote out to you by Joel Barker. He said, vision without action is merely a dream. So if you have a vision and you don't put in any action to bring it to reality, it's just a mere dream. It's just like you sleep and you dream that you are a king, or you're not the president of Nigeria. What's that? It's just a dream. It's a dream. It is what it is, a dream. By the time you wake up, you just find yourself on your bed in your house. You have not become any president, So when you have a vision and you're not putting in any action to transfer it into becoming a reality, then it's just going to be a dream. You just wake up from the dream one day and discover that all you've been dreaming about is just a dream. Okay, so he said, vision without action is merely a dream. Action without vision just passes the time. If you are putting in action into something and there is no vision in place, it's just like you're whiling away time. It's just like Yoruba will call it area war. You're just doing area war. You're just joking. So it is important that you have a dream, you have a vision, and you put in some action. So he said, vision without action is merely a dream. Action without vision passes away time, just passes away the time. But vision with action can change the world. And that's why we are here today, because we want to combine our vision with action, because we want to change the world. Now, let's go straight into business. The process of bringing your vision into reality is called transformation. Transformation. That means you want to turn something around. You want to transform a corn. When you transform a corn, you process it, you grind it, you sieve it, you do all sorts of things to eat. It becomes pap. That's what we see as custard today. So that means a corn, in fact, it's not even a corn in the first place, it's a maize. Just like a maize from the farm, it's been dried, it's been peeled, and it becomes corn. And from corn, it becomes pap. Now, the three processes are not something that you just do like this and get. It's a process you have to follow duly. The transformation, the process of changing from maize to corn, then from corn to pap, is called transformation. So the process of bringing your dream or your vision into reality is also called transformation. So we have 7 steps in the process of transformation. We have 7 steps. Number 1 is dream it. You dream about it. I want to become this. I want to do this. I want to be an author. I want to write a book. I want to start a YouTube channel. I want to start my own coaching business. I want to become an influencer. I want to start an initiative. I want to start an NGO. It's a dream. You dream it first. That's number one. Dream it. Number two is envision it. Now, there's a difference between dream and vision. Dream is just a wish, a random wish that anybody can wish. Even an entity on the road can wish for anything. That is a dream. Now, when it becomes a vision, it is more solidified. It has more flesh added to it. It has a lot of thinking that goes into it. That, oh, I think I really want to do this. You've given it a more thoughtful thinking. Probably you've even written it down. You've prayed about it. You've shared it with people. That is a vision. You now hold it in high esteem because it's now something that is very, very important to you and dear to you. That is the process of envisioning. Think it. So let me just read out the 7 steps first. Let me read everything out before I start talking about them one by one. Number 1 is dream it, envision it, think it, grow it, become it, live it, and own it. Let me take it again. Dream it, envision it, think it, grow it, become it, live it, and own it. So those are the 7 steps to transform your vision to reality. I've talked about dream it. I've talked about envision it. Now think it is, you give it a more deep thought. How do I want to achieve this thing? Because you have set a goal. You have come up with a vision. You need to come up with strategies of how you need to achieve it. That is the process of thinking, brainstorming. Okay, so after that, grow it. Grow it means nurture it. Begin to start doing everything you have think about. All the strategies you come up with, begin to put them into action one by one. Begin to put them together. Okay, there's this quote I saw somewhere. I saw it with someone recently. It said, when you grow up, you stay up. But when you jump up, you come down. When you grow up, you stay up. But when you jump up, you come down. Growing your vision is important. Do not try to jump the process. Do not try to play smart. Do not try to cut corners. Do not try to be wise in your own eyes, thinking, oh, I've gotten everything I need. Let me just jump. A lot of people today are not patient enough to follow through their vision. They are always jumping processes. They are always jumping protocols. They are always jumping steps. They start today and they want to blow today. They start today and they want the whole world to know them today. They start today and they want to start making money from it today. They start today and they want to be popular today. No, it doesn't work like that. You need to follow the process. Follow it through. Make sure that you grow. You don't jump up. Because when you jump up, you will come down. But when you grow up, you stay up. Just like I've grown like this physically. It's very impossible for me to be shorter. Tomorrow morning, you not discover I'm shorter than I am. No, it's not possible. That has never happened. And I'm not sure to help happen. Except maybe someone has his or her leg amputated or something. That's when the person will have to become shorter. But all things being equal, when you grow up, you stay up. So make sure you follow due process when you're transforming your vision into reality. Another thing is become it. Become it. Become it means take charge of that new vision. There is this saying that if you want to become a CEO, begin to dress like a CEO. Don't wait till you get to that place. Because when you become it, it becomes reality. It helps you to bring out the vision more into the reality. So when you want to become something, begin to behave like that thing. You want to become an entrepreneur, begin to see yourself as one and begin to work towards that process of becoming an entrepreneur. Okay. Another thing is live it. I think it's closer to become it. But live it is, you talk to people about it. They know you're already into that vision. You are living the reality. You want to become a coach. You're already coaching people. You're already telling people you're a coach. You're reading you're researching, you are taking courses just to develop yourself to become that coach. So that means you are not just taking a step to become it, you are living it. You already have people you are coaching. You are not waiting till, oh, I need a big platform. It is only when I get a big platform that I can start my coaching business. No, you start it and you start living it. You start telling people. You go for certification courses if you need to. You go to you get a mentor, you get a coach to put you through. You start living the reality. You start doing it. Okay, so that is what it means to live your vision. You have visualized it, you've seen it, you've strategized, you've think it through, you've grown. And the next thing is to start living it. Don't wait anymore. Don't wait till you are perfect, because the truth is that there is no perfect time for anything. The time is now. Start living your vision now. And the last one is own it. When people say coach, don't say, I'm not a coach. I don't really like this coaching thing. Or when people say, oh, you are this, or you're a public speaker, or you are a great person. Stop saying, oh, me, when did I start? I'm not a great person. No. When people say you are phenomenal, when people say you are amazing, own it. Say thank you. Accept compliments. Don't turn it down or don't reject it, all in the name of you want to be humble. We have people like that today, that they are all in the name of they want to be humble. They are just messing up with themselves. And there's this saying that nobody can look down on you except to give them the permission to do that. So there are times that you need to hone your vision. If you have a team of people working with you, own it. Stop pushing work. I'm not saying you cannot delegate. You can delegate. But the core of the job, own it with your full chest and take it up. You are the leader. They are supposed to follow you and do whatever you ask them to do. That you are the leader. You are the one leading. While they are assisting you, they are supporting you, or they are following you. So if you are the leader, stop saying, how do we now want to do this thing? Instead of saying, how do we want to do this thing? Give them options and say, okay, this is what I think. Do you think we should do it 1, 2, 3, 4? You have already taken the lead. So to follow you is not going to be difficult for them, because you've given them options. But you are there, you don't own your responsibility as the leader, and you're just coming out to say, oh, we want to do something. How can we do it? Everybody will be saying, I don't know, because you, even you, the leader, you don't know. But when you give them an option, I have think it through, and I think we should do it this way, this way, this way, or this way. What do you feel, guys? At that point, you've given them the options on the table. It will be very, very easy for them to come up with a solution, or to come up with a final option. So I'm going to take a short break now. I've talked about 7 steps to bringing your vision into reality. I said you need to dream it, envision it, think it, grow it, become it, live it, and own it. So those are the 7 steps of transforming your vision into reality. I'll take a short break now, and I'll be expecting you to drop your question. I want to take some water, and when I'm back, we are going to continue. Thank you for staying tuned.
All right.
The question if you have any while I take my break.
Oh, thank you so much, Ma. Thank you. Wow, that was hard. That was hard. So we are with questions now. People are dropping the quotes, and they are dropping what they have listened to, and no problem. Let me let you take your water and get set. From there, we can move ahead. All right, let's drop our questions. All right. All right. Thank you so much, Ma. Taking it from the first one that you actually kick off with, which is the place of dreaming it, and that is one of the key thing I felt. Many people, they start up with just that point, and at the end of it all, we find people saying, okay, I've dreamed. They just stop at the point of dreaming. Just stop at the point of dreaming, and at the end of it all, they could not move forward. The envisioning part, from the envisioning part to the thinking part, I think it is the great work.
Important.
It
Yes,
is
it's the most.
is the
Anybody can wish, just like I said. Anybody can dream. Bringing it to reality is what is important, and that's why we are here today. So, in this
yes,
second part, I'm going to be diving more into how you can actually bring it into reality.
reality. All right, all right.
So,
So
let me take it up again.
okay, ma.
I hope we are together, everyone watching. I hope we are together, and I hope uh, this sounds like an interesting session to you. So, thank you once
Yeah.
again for joining me. In this second part of my presentation, I'm going to be talking about how you can bring your vision into reality. How you can
Mm.
bring your vision into reality. Just like you said, anybody can dream, but bringing it to reality is the main work. So, 1 minute, please. Okay, so let's dive into business. Now, let me read out some quotes to you before we start. These quotes are not mine, they are anonymous. Now, someone said, nobody but you have to believe in your dream to make it a reality. Let's start from there. Because the problem is that people are always looking for validation before they turn their dream to reality. Ah, let me tell this person, what do you think about it? Do you think this is reasonable enough? Do you think people will like this idea? You are looking for supporters. And when you see people turning you down, you begin to feel bad. Like, oh, I told somebody, the person said it's not possible for me to get this thing done. Oh, I am not sure I'll be able to achieve this, because you are looking for people to support you. Now, let me tell you one thing, just like the quote I read here. The only person you need to believe in your dream is yourself. The only person you need. If you now see other people who believe in your dream, you are lucky. But to start with, to kick off, the first person you need to believe in your dream is yourself. Because you need that self-confidence from within if you will be able to pursue your dreams. You need to be, it's like you want to bring me to your business. You want me to come to do your business with you. But you've not convinced me enough why I need to do that business with you. You've not told me reasons why that business is good for me. You have not in any way convinced me. That's the word. You have not convinced me. I am not going to buy into whatever business you're doing. So that's the same way. If you have not convinced yourself enough that this dream is worth pursuing, this dream is worth chasing, this vision is worth actualizing, then you have not started yet. So number one thing you need to do when you're trying to bring your vision into reality is believing in yourself first. Build that confidence from within. Build that confidence, because even if the whole world supports you, there will be a time you will feel like you should quit. There will be a time that you will be tired. There will be a time you will be wearied. It is that inner strength that you have built from the beginning. Your why. Why am I doing this thing I'm doing? It is that why that will keep you pushing. Because the truth is, you will get to a point where you'll be so tired. You'll be overwhelmed. You will really, really be overwhelmed. I know my host, Mr. Adeleke, there was a time, I think October, when I was going through some things. He was part of those people that raised an altar of prayer for me, to start praying for me before I came back. And, you know, it's a whole lot of stories that I wouldn't want to bother you with. But the truth is, you will get to that cross point in life, in career, in business, in family, in every area of your life, even in actualizing your vision, that you will be tired, you will be frustrated, you will be overwhelmed, you feel like quitting, feel like going back. But it is that inner strength. Even when people come around to encourage you, motivate you, inspire you, and all of that, it's still the inner strength you have built over the years that will keep you going. I think that's very important for us to note. Now, another thing is, be on fire with a vision that has no chance Okay, don't let me talk about that yet. So let me talk about the things you need to do in order to bring your vision to reality. Number one, say it. Say it. Talk about it. See, we have come to the age and time where a closed mouth is now a closed destiny. I know you've heard that adage so many times, and most of the time just hear it as a cliche. You don't really know the meaning. The meaning is that when you close your mouth, there are so many things you will lose in the process. So speaking up, saying what you want, it's one of the best strategy to bring your vision to reality. Say it out. In fact, I tell people, if you know you're an extrovert and you can't talk about your vision in public, in your room where you are, speak it out, talk about it. You have a family, you have a spouse, you have a fiancé or fiancée, you have siblings that you trust, trusted people, trusted friends and family. You know, I put the word trusted because it's not everybody that can be trusted, but the person that God has led you to, that the Holy Spirit has led you to, for you to trust enough to share your vision with, share with people. Talk about it. When you talk about your dream or your vision, the universe has a way of drawing them to you. I am a lover, I am a believer of affirmation. And it has worked for me so many times. And that was why I started the Personal Branding Affirmation Challenge, PBAC. We are going to be having the season 8 in January by the grace of God. January 3rd, we are going to start the year with strong affirmations. Strong affirmations. I am a product of affirmation because I discover, and people who have been following me for a very long time know this about me, that when I say something, there is a way the universe align it and bring it to my doorstep and bring it to my closet and bring it to where I am. I have said so many things. Oh, I want to be an international speaker. Boom, I will get it done. Oh, I want to be this. Boom. Like play. People will think I'm joking. In fact, the latest one I'm talking about is that I said in 2021, I want to meet with the president of the United States of America in White House. You'll be saying, you this lady, is this not just you that is thinking this thing? But the truth is, I kept saying it. I kept affirming it. I kept talking about it. And I know one day the universe is going to bring it to my doorstep and I'm going to achieve it. The day I will achieve it, I will come here to come and celebrate with you. I will talk about it too. So when you have a vision, one of the advantages of talking about your vision or saying it is that, number one, I said the universe has a way of aligning it to your doorstep to bring it to you. That's number one. Number two is that when you talk about your vision, you will see people who can help you. People who have ideas that can help that vision. People who can tell you that, oh, do it this way. Don't do it this way. If you do it this way, you'll get more results. But when you keep quiet, nobody is even understanding what you're doing. Is it that you don't have any trusted person in your circle? Maybe that's where we would need to start the work. Because if you tell me that out of all your family and friends, I have witnessed a lot of betrayals in the last 1 year from people who I trusted, from people who I genuinely loved. They betrayed me, and most of them, I even have to cry because it hits me in a very deep place of my heart. But that does not still mean that I will not share my vision with someone. That does not mean that in my circle, I don't have trusted people again. This afternoon, I still shared one of my vision. I am already planning. We are having the Global Brand Summit in 2022. We had the one for 2021 this year in April, and I'm already planning for the one of 2022. So I was talking about it I was talking to someone about it this afternoon, and the person was just sharing ideas and all of that with me. In fact, yesterday night, that Global Brand Summit, I have the ideas of what I want to achieve with the summit. I have the topics. I have the ideas. Don't let me say topics now. I have the ideas of what I want the topic or what I want the summit to cover. But I have been struggling with it in the past 3 days. I can't put my words together to come up with a topic. But I have the idea of what I want to do. Or I want to talk about this. In this summit, I want to teach about this. But I don't know how to construct it to come up with a topic. Yesterday, I just said to myself, who in my circle can do this thing for me? This thing I've been struggling with, who can help me with it? I just looked through I said, this is the person, Jubilee. Jubilee is a very good person. She will be able to do it for me. She has this analytical thinking skill. I just sent those ideas to her, like bullet point. I said, Jubilee, this is what I want to achieve for Global Brand Summit. I want 6 topics, and these are the ideas. I don't know how to form a topic from them. Can you help me? And she said, oh, she will help me. She looked at it and said, okay, do you want it this way or this way? I said, I want it anyway. Just come up with something. And before we slept like last night, Jubilee was able to come up with something very substantial for me. I looked at it, I was like, wow, this is it. This is what I want. Even though when she came with it, I still try to modify 1 or 2 things, but she really made my job simple. As I speak to you now, I've been able to perfect all the 6 topics that we want to treat at the Global Brand Summit, and they are ready. So if I did not share it, if I'm just keeping it to myself and say, oh, you cannot know everything. But a lot of us, we want to do everything by ourselves. If you don't have people, when you are, it's not about money. And that's why I laugh. I hope I'm not digressing I hope I'm not digressing anyway. And that's why I laugh. When I love when people say, if you don't have somebody that can give you 2,000 in your circle, you leave them, you throw them away. See, there are some people that cannot give you money, but they are solution providers. Jubilee might not be able to give me money, and she might be able to give me. I really do not care about that anyway. But she was able to help me come up with something. You understand? Mr. Adeleke was part of our MC that we use for Tiba. Some of the things I mentioned to them during the meeting, they were able to go the extra mile. Even I just said, okay, we want games. They just said, okay, no problem. I just give them some hints, and boom, they come up with something. They were even telling me they need basket, they need balloon. I say, where is balloon basket coming from? Now, if I don't share my vision, I just say, oh, I want to do everything by myself. Will I be able to achieve Tiba 2021? No. So you look within your circle rather, and you cannot find trusted people you can share your vision with. You need to start working on changing your circle. Changing your circle is not just about if you cannot see people to give you 1 million. When Davido got a lot of millions from people, from fans, you know, all these our motivational speakers, they started again. They say, if your friends cannot give you 1 million, leave them, delete them, send them away. And I'm like, it's not about money.
That's right.
It's not about money most times. Some people, all they need to do is just give you an idea. Okay, let me tell you something. I hope I'm not digressing, but I'm going somewhere. I'm still talking about the Global Brand Summit. The Global Brand Summit held this year online.
Yes.
It wasn't something I really planned. It was something that just came. It took me like 3 or 4 weeks to plan the Global Brand Summit, and to the glory of God, it was very, very successful. No itches, nothing. You know, it wasn't something that was even part of my 2021 agenda. It just came from nowhere. Now this year, I have one of my people in my circle, and her name is Mary Ho. I don't know if anybody knows her. So one day I just said, oh, it's been a while I've spoken to this lady. Let me just say hi to her. So I sent her a voice note. I'm like, sis, good afternoon. How are you doing? This and that one. Hope you are fine. It's been a while, just checking on you and all of that. And she sends a voice note. And in that voice note, I caught the idea of doing Global Brand Summit this year as an offline event. See, she didn't even give me she just mentioned it casually. I know she will be very surprised by the time I come up with the whole package. You'll be like, like, is this much? But what I need at that point was just a spark. And you know, that spark, she just said, Omobabirin, don't you think we should do something this year? Like a summit or a conference offline? Like, apart from all these online things. And I'm like, oh, I think that is true. You can actually make the Global Brand Summit offline. And that was it. And immediately I started planning. I started brainstorming. I'm like, okay, we can do it this way. Let's do this. Let's do this. And before you know it, she was even the one that gave me the idea of let's be outside Nigeria. At least people that want to travel for the first time will have an opportunity. And you know, the idea just came from one of my circle. The truth is, you need to talk about your vision. Do not keep it to yourself. Do not say, oh, if you have witches in your circle, send them away. Keep people that are valuable. And that's why you need to have valuable people in your network. People that can help you grow, that can bring the best out of you. Okay, so I've talked enough about that. That's number one. Number two is write it down. The Bible says, write this vision, make it plain, and run with it. Write it down. Write things down. See, I have my notepad, and I believe that by now, I've not gotten my notepad for 2021, for 2022. And by the grace of God, I'm going to get it. Because even though I did not exhaust this, I didn't exhaust it, but then I am going to get another one because I used a different one for 2019, for 2020, and all of that. You need to get a notepad and write things down. Don't say, I know I won't forget. See, I write a lot. I write a lot. Write it down. If you have a vision, write it down. It makes it to be more easy for you to work with. That about that. Number 3 is get an accountability partner. Get an accountability partner. Make sure that you have somebody you are accountable to. A coach, a mentor, anybody. Anybody can be your accountability partner. It doesn't have to be a coach or mentor. Don't say, these coaches are coming again. They want to be collecting money from us. No, it's not just about money. Your spouse can be your accountability partner. Your fiancé, your fiancé, your husband, your wife, even your daughter. If you have grown-up children, or you have grown-up child, tell them, I want to do this thing. Remind me. Talk about it to me. Keep telling me. You know, when you have an accountability partner, it kind of puts you under pressure to do what you're supposed to do. Your friend can even be your accountability partner. Some of us have responsible friends. I don't know why you won't even have a responsible friend anyway. Because if you are responsible, then your friend should be responsible.
That's right.
I mean, if you are responsible, I just told you about 2 instances for me now, for my friends. So if you have a couple of friends and none of them are responsible, none of them can be your accountability partner, then there is a problem. Get an accountability partner. It can be a family member, your cousin, your nephew, your niece, your uncle, your aunt, anybody. It can even be your colleague at work. It can be your boss at work, depending on the relationship you have. Just make sure you get an accountability partner. That's all. But for me, I really like when you have an accountability partner that involves payments. Because when people pay for something, they pay attention.
That's right.
For instance, some people might not even collect money from you. They might tell you, I will be your accountability partner. But you said you are going to write a book in the first quarter of this year. That's between January and March. If you don't write the book, you're going to pay fine of 20,000. Because you don't want to pay fine now, you will run and quickly go and start writing the book. So, and if you don't want to do that, if you pay an accountability partner, you say, okay, I want you to be my accountability partner. How much is it going to cost? And you pay. For me now, if you want me to be your mentor, which is stroke accountability partner, it's $100. So $100 for 3 months. And I'm reminding you, you need to do this, you need to do this, you need to do this. You know you pay now. So if you like, don't do it. Maybe when your money expires, you don't understand. There's this adage in Yoruba that because you pay to buy a soft pap, you won't want to throw it away. So because you pay for something, you want to maximize that into the fullest. So when you pay for something, you pay. If you really, really need to pursue your vision, let money be involved. Nobody will tell you before your head will be correct and say, I need to do this thing. So I've talked about 2 things. I said, say it or talk about it, write it down, get an accountability partner, and work on it. Work on it. If you get an accountability partner, they can only push you. They can't do it for you. The bulk of the work, the responsibility lies on you, still lies on you. You need to work. Even if I am your mentor and I'm your accountability partner and I ask you, do this, I will only tell you to do it. I will not do it for you. So you still need to put in the work. Put in the work to get your vision, to make your vision a reality. Even the Bible says there is no food for the lazy man. So look at the ants. When it is rainy season, when it is dry season, they keep food. You will see them. If you pour sugar somewhere now, you see the ants. They start using their mouth to lift it. They will be keeping it somewhere. And during the raining time, when they cannot go to work, they start feeding on those things they have kept. So even if the ants can walk, who are you not to walk? There is no food for whoever is not working. So you need to put in the work. If you need to take an action, take it. You need to talk to somebody about something, do it. Use your notepad, write things down, use your phone. We have so many apps do this, alarm, everything that will be reminding you. There are some apps that you can use to schedule your work, to remind you. You know, there's so many things you can do for yourself. Put in the work. Okay, so finally, I've talked about 4 things. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've talked about 4 things. Number 5 is put yourself under pressure by yourself. Put yourself under pressure by yourself. See, nobody can pressurize you if you don't put yourself under the pressure. If I can call you 15 times to do something, if you still will not do it, you will still not do it.
Not do it. Yeah, that's true.
So, but if you put yourself under that pressure, if you tell yourself, Adeola, you need to write this book. You need to do this thing. You need to schedule your speaking engagement. You need to plan for your summit that is coming up in April. You need to do it. When you tell yourself sincerely and you're honest with yourself, it will help you to remain focused. Now, one of the things I do to put myself under pressure, practical thing I do, I launch out. Now, if anybody has been following my status, you already know the pattern and the way I do my stuff. In fact, you might not even need a lot of mentoring from me, because the way I do my stuff is enough for you to learn. And that's why people will say, oh, you inspire us. Because one thing about me is that if I want to do something, immediately the thought come like this. That thought will not escape. No way. I will do 3 things without thoughts. I will write it down if I don't want it to go public yet, because wisdom is also profitable. If I don't want it to go public yet, I'll write it down. That's number 1 thing I will do. If I write it down and I think I want to take action, if it's something that involves graphics, I send it to my graphic designer. I'm still thinking it though. I don't even know what I want to do about that thing. I'm still thinking it though. I'll send it to my graphic. Oh yeah, come up with something. Come up with something. I will now start telling people, do you know I want to do this thing? And I want to do it though. Before I started working on my premium programs, I started talking about it on my WhatsApp status. I want to go premium in 2022. I want to launch my $1,000 coaching program. I started talking about it. Now, it is very difficult for me to now come back tomorrow and say, I'm not doing it again. You look like I'm a stupid person, or I'm somebody that doesn't know what she's doing. So because I have talked about it, everybody already know about it. If people are hailing me already, premium coach, we are waiting for you. You have already put yourself under pressure automatically. So with that kind of thing, you won't have any other choice than to pursue that thing.
It's true.
I watched in the last 1 week, because that's why I said I'm not taking any engagement this December. In fact, I had to take this because it's really something I can't reject. I've rejected a lot of engagements because this month I've been doing a lot of restructuring for my coaching business. There was a day I worked round the clock. Like I worked from 12. It's not even from 12. I do my normal office job. I close 5. And when I close like that, I do some personal stuff till when I am tired and I want to sleep. But this particular thing, I needed to do it. I worked from morning till 1 a.m. From morning that I've woke up. Like the only thing I do is just go to use the restroom, take food, take water, or take a walk, come back till 1 a.m. That 1 a.m. I rested more, and I said, because I have prayer, I have an online prayer with someone, which is going to happen 3 a.m. So I had to use between 1 a.m. and 3 a.m. to rest. Now, I worked till like 2 a.m. because I remember I just rested for 1 hour. That rest is not even rest per se. I just had to calm down a bit so that I'll have energy to pray. Now, why am I talking? Why do you think I have never worked like that before? The whole week was so choked up for me. I have never worked like that before. But do you know why I had to work all round the clock like that? Because I have put myself under pressure. I've already told people I'm going to launch my premium course. Now, this is what I did. I discovered that I'm taking time. I'm using myself as a practical example here because that is what is handy to me. I wouldn't know about any other person. I know about myself. So that's why I'm talking about practical things. Now, in the beginning of December, I just came back from Tiba and I was really tired. I needed to rest. But then I remembered that I need to do my website. That personal website, I started it since October before I traveled for Tiba. Yes, I started it since ending of October before Tiba. So I told the web designer, I said, just hold on. When I come back from Tiba, we'll come and continue. I can't do anything on this website for now because I'm really, really busy with Tiba. So when I came back December, you know, this laziness now, I said, let me rest small. I'm still tired. I want to rest from Tiba straight. But I discovered that the way I'm doing, I'm not going to finish that this year. So this is what I did. I told my web designer, I sent a voice note to her and I said, see, I need to finish my website this year. The target is that I launch it ending of this year, stroke next year. Now, the way I'm going about this thing, lazing about, I'm not sure I'll be able to achieve it. Now, this is what you're going to do for me. I know you will go for Christmas or New Year break. Give me a deadline. Tell me when you are going to be closing for the year. Tell me that Omobabirin CEO, by 20th of December, I will be closed for the year. And I will resume next year, January, maybe on the 5th or on the 4th. Now, once you tell me that, I know myself. I know the way my system works. I know the way I am wired. Once you give me a date and a deadline, I don't want to miss it. That's why when you come to my class, I tell people, when you come to my class and I give you a deadline, I don't compromise my deadline. I did it for this TEDx people, the last batch. They thought I was joking. When we started, I told them, I said, I don't compromise my deadlines. I gave them 2 weeks or 3 weeks to prepare for their audition and do everything they need to do. Some people were just there watching, reading message. They'll just read, they'll just walk up past. I say, I don't compromise my deadlines. It's like you people don't understand the grammar I'm telling you. I kept repeating it over and over. A day to the close of the deadline. You know now, everybody start rushing. Oh, I figured my video. His network, he's not posting. Yeah, I cannot find it. I cannot search for it. I said, do you know what? Whether you search for it or you find it or network or the phone battery is low, I don't compromise deadline. No, I don't take any excuse. No, I don't take any excuse. The only excuse I would take or I would listen to is when it has to do with life. When there is a life involved. There is a life on the line. And my phone got low. Somebody robbed me. And somebody came to steal my phone. And my WhatsApp is not working again. The network is bad. I could not charge my phone. All those errors, all those excuses, I don't take them. I think like 10 people, they sent their video after the deadline. I didn't approve it. I declined everything. I think 2 minutes or a minute before after the deadline, I declined. I did not accept everything. I declined everything. They started calling me one by one. Mr. Please. I said, you don't understand. I say I don't compromise deadline. You don't understand. That's the way I'm wired. That's the way I work. So because I don't know whether because of the nature of my job, I'm an accountant and we work with reporting deadlines. No more, no less. So when you give me deadline as a person, I want to meet up with the deadline. So when the lady told me, oh, okay, Minta, no problem. What happened is that 16th of December, you need to submit all your content. I need to work on it from that 16th deadline. Like the latest time you can submit is on the 16th of December. Then I will work on it. Then by 22nd of December, we should be done with everything, including the website, the correction, everything. As I speak to you, we are already done. My website is live, perfectly working and awesome. Yeah. It's not even 22nd yet. So immediately she gave me. So I think we all need to know what works for us. For me, it's deadline. If I didn't tell her deadline, I know I will still be there doing. I will do it. I will write it tomorrow. But now I have been able to do that work together, and I can rest a bit now. At least a bit, I can rest before I start something else, because that website is actually very important to me. Every other thing I want to do is on that website. I'm going to build it on. So it's just very important for me to get it done. So know what works for you as an individual. If a deadline works for you, stick to it. If launching out works for you, because for me now, I have launched 3 books now. I have done the design. posted it. People have seen that. And out of the 3 books, I have only written 1.5 book. But because I have more, people are already asking, Linda, you want to buy this book? Because they are already on my neck that they want to buy, I have to write. They are not really long books. So my ebooks are always maybe 10 pages, 15 pages, maximum 30 pages. It's not always much. So I know it's something I can finish. But because I have launched out, I have already told people, I've already shown them this is what I want to do. So there's no going back. People already there, they want to buy. So if that works for you, you can also do it. Instead of saying, that book, I'll write it. Launch out. When you launch out, you will see that nobody will tell you to write it. Because it's like you putting yourself under pressure by yourself. You understand? So it varies. Just know what works for you and stick to it. But the long and short of it, to round up this session, is that you need to do the work by yourself. Nobody can do it for you except you. So that brings me to the end of my presentation. But before I leave, I would like to read out this quote. I've read one out. I said, nobody but you have to believe in your dreams to make it a reality. Another one says, be on fire with a vision that it has no chance but to manifest. You know, when you're on fire for something, even that vision, we have no choice than to manifest. You know, the way you talk about something, that even if you don't have the capacity, the universe will look at you and say, this lady has been talking about this thing. I don't think. You know, there's this story of the widow in the Bible who went to the king and kept saying, revenge for me, you know, vindicate me from my enemies. And you know, one day the king said, oh, this woman will not stop coming. Let me just do whatever she wants for her. And that was how the woman was able to get victory, vindication. So you need to pursue your dream to an extent that even that dream will have no other choice than to manifest. Because we look at it and say, this lady don't worry me too much. I bet let me show face. It will manifest into reality because of the kind of passion you have put into it to make it a reality. So that's number 2. The number 3 is set your heart on your dream and watch the universe string the entire galaxies to make it yours. I think I've said it so many times. There is a way you put it, the way you talk. I don't know. Maybe because I am a believer of affirmation and maybe it has been working for me, I don't know. But that's what I tell people. There's a way you talk about something that the universe will have no other choice than to bring it. Yeah, last year, I said I want to be an international speaker last year. I became an international speaker in March. And in September, I became a TEDx organizer. TEDx is an international platform. Yeah. That is 2 things I was able to achieve. Now this year, when this year started, I said I am tired of local awards. I have a lot of awards here. I have E-award, like I've lost count. I have received over 50 awards, both physical and E-awards. Now this year, at the beginning of this year, I kept saying it. I am tired of local awards. I want to get an international award. See, let me tell you something about envisioning. When you envision something, you don't need to have a clue at first. Because that's what some people say. Who do I know that will not give me international award? I don't know anybody. Who will not give me? No, that is not your problem. If you are a child of God and you believe so much in God, like I do, then you should know that there is nothing impossible for God to do. It has nothing to do with who you know, which qualification you have, where you work, where you live. It has nothing to do with any of those things. I kept talking about it. I said, I'm tired of local award. I need an international award. And this year, I got my international award. I was on my own on LinkedIn when someone came to my inbox and say, oh, do you want to feature in our magazine? Started from magazine. I said, no problem, I will. So we exchanged contacts, and before you know it, at the end of the day, he offered me an international award in his organization, and that was it. I had 2. This is one. This is one. And this another one. That one is big. I can't bring it. You know, and I was able to get it. So the latest ambition now is to go to White House in 2022. It will shock a lot of people. They will say, oh, Meantime, this White House we're talking about, is it not a joke? See, as I am talking to you, even me, I don't know how it's going to happen. Because I don't know anybody in the White House. The only White House I know is my house, because my house is painted white. You know, I have no sincere idea how that is happening. But you know what? How that is going to happen is not even my concern. My concern is working, pursuing my dream, pursuing my vision. While you are pursuing your dream and your vision, other things will align. Other things will align. The Bible says, seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these other things will be added. Clothing, feeding, everything will be added. So pursue your dream. Don't worry. Just set the goal. Just let it be there. Tell God about it. Remind God about it. You think I'm joking? I pray about this White House thing. You think I'm joking? I'm not joking here. I pray. It's part of my prayer point when I pray. And I tell God, how you want to do this thing, I don't know. But I have no idea. The only thing I know is that it's going to happen. And it's going to happen. Because I have never missed it. It is going to happen. So when you're visualizing something, how it's going to happen is not your concern. You just keep doing your thing. And before you know it, it's going to happen. So thank you. I think I've spent a lot of time that I'm supposed to. But I think it's interesting and intriguing session. I hope you all got value.
Oh my goodness. Oh my God.
Insightful enough. It's worth your time and your resources. Thank you for having me. So let's take questions.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. White House, here we come. Yes, yes. White House, here we come.
Yes, White House, here we come. Here we come.
Oh my goodness. Oh my. First of all, is when I keep telling people that when people are achieving things, where people are getting results, they are not just getting results because they just say, I want to do it, and that's all. There's a lot of science, there's a lot of strategy that is working for them. We have a lot of principles out there, but until you believe in a particular principles and you follow it up before you get the results. And in your second section, the key you started with that quote, and when you talk about believing in oneself, and I think that is the point where everything began. You just have to see it that irrespective of whatever that is happening, I am believing in it. We have some questions here, about 3 to 4 questions, and some have been dropped from the first session. I think I have to scroll up and put them on screen so that you can help us do justice to that. All right, the first one here is, she said, Ma, how do one overcome sarcasm?
Sarcasm. Yeah. I don't understand that question. What's the meaning of sarcasm? Sarcasm for me is like a joke or something.
Okay, I think she has to put more light on that. So let's go to the next one.
Put more light on that. How do I stop being my own worst enemy? How do I overcome perfectionism?
Yeah, that's a very good one.
How to overcome perfectionism? Just do it. Make up your mind that you need to understand that nobody is perfect and nobody will ever be perfect. Okay, I told you now that I put my website. My website is already running live. Do you know how many people came and say, oh, this one, there's a typo error. This one. If I am still there, looking at it by myself with my own eyes, because I edited it. When the lady sent to me, she said, go through it. Let's know whether there is any error to correct or something. I didn't see any error. I checked. I didn't see anything. I said, no error. I pointed out the one I saw. She corrected it. And I said, let's go live. When we went live, I put out the link. And people started saying, oh, wow, this is beautiful. But I noticed this error. As they are noting it, we are correcting it. As they are noting it, we are correcting it. If you go and say, Minta website has error, that's your own problem. That is their own problem. You know, even the web lady gave it to our own editor. Because there's some things that there is no way it will still skip editing. It will still, even if 10 people edit it. Now, there is no correction so far so good. But let me tell you, tomorrow or next tomorrow, somebody might still come and say, this S is not supposed to be there, it's supposed to be whole. So nobody is, if you are waiting, if I am waiting for the thing to be perfect, I will still be there waiting. I'm like, we don't even know whether this is, we'll be checking. 10 years, you're still checking there. And if eventually you launch it, there will still be an error. Somebody will still say something. So you need to understand that nobody is perfect. Whether you do it now or do you do it 20 years, if there will be error, there will be error. Start it anyhow. Do it anyhow. You will get along. You will blend on the journey as time goes on. So that just start. Just do it anyhow. And you know, while some of us are starting this coaching influencing thing, some of us don't have everything figured out. It was when we started that we started figuring it out, started doing addition, subtraction, and all of that. Even till now, I'm still doing some adjustment and addition and subtraction to my branch. You know, so recently that I started adding social media influencer to my title. Before I don't used to say I'm a social media because I'm just starting. So there will always be addition and subtraction. Your own is just start. If I have not started in 2015 or when did I start? If I had not started today, I will not be proud or bold enough to add social media influencer to my title.
That's it.
So if you're starting today, it might take you 4 years to get that title. And me that I started 4 years ago, I've already gotten that title. So the truth is, start. That's the antidote. There's nothing more to say about that. Start. Just start.
All right, ma. That's another question.
Okay. Ma, is it necessary to have any circle of friends? No, that's not necessarily circle of friends. But circle of like minds. All these people that I mentioned is only one person that is my friend. Others are my acquaintances, my pals. So because the word friend is deep. The word friend is deep. So they might not be your friends. They might just be I call some people sisters. They're just my sisters. They're just my pals. They're just my acquaintances, people who love me, people who are genuinely interested in me. So the fact that I'm saying your circle does not mean you should go and be having everybody, every Tom, Dick, and Harry as your friend. But you should have trusted people around you. At least people that when you want something done, you can turn to them. If I want to get more information about something now, I know, or maybe it's on fashion. I know the person that will be fit for that. I look at myself and say, this person is fashionable. This person should be able to give me an answer to this. I'll go and meet that person. If it's advice on finances now, I know who to turn to. If it's advice on marriage now, I know who to turn to. So for your circle of friends, or I don't want to call it a circle, I just call it circle of people. You need to have, valuable people who have the same mind, who are like minds, who share the same value system and belief system. So essentially, they might not be your friends. They are just people who share the same value and beliefs with you. That's all. That's all you need. You don't need to have them as friends. They might not be close to you as friends, but they are just there, like hi, you know. You rub minds, you exchange ideas and all of that. So that's it.
Yeah, the other question has been restructured, and I think I'm showing it up for you, ma. All right.
Okay, when you start something, they take it for a joke. I get frustrated most times. They still do not believe I can be an entrepreneur because you don't take yourself serious.
That's the completion.
It makes you get depressed most times. Okay. You don't take yourself serious. Let me tell you something. People will say nobody can look down on you except to give them the permission. I wrote something on it on LinkedIn sometimes ago. Nobody can look down on you. See, I really wish I can get that post and read it out, but it's been a long time I wrote it, so I can't. It's not something I can lay my hands on.
I'm having bumps now.
Can look down on you if you don't give them the permission. No, most of the time we give people permission unknowing to us. Now let me tell you one of the permission you give people. When people say, "Oh, you look good," and I say, "Oh, you should good this week." It's 5,000 I bought it. It's even one market like that. I just buy it. Is it fine? I don't know. It's fine. Do you know that that thing you have done You have handed the permission that, see you, when you see me tomorrow, you can rubbish me. It's fine.
That's right.
You can say you are looking trashy. Why are you looking so rough and rugged like this? That's what you're saying. But most of the time, we don't understand that that is what we are doing to ourselves. So when somebody gives you a bad comment on your post, instead of befriending yourself and saying, this is what I mean, standing on your leg is shaking. Even you don't know what you are doing.
That's right.
You don't know your honey. You don't know what you are doing. So when they ask you question, it throw you off balance and you can't give a good answer. So they assume that you're a joke. Because, I mean, you say you're a branding expert and I ask you, what is the difference between personal branding and product branding? I say personal branding, product. Which one is product branding again? My sister, you know what you guys do? You can't give people the permission to take you as a joke. So the person that sent this answer, go and do your homework. Go and build your self-esteem and your self-confidence. Everything starts from you. Somebody was telling me yesterday that the way I carry myself, I carry myself with so much honor and dignity. If you want to rubbish, you will look at it twice. Wow, wole energy. No, you look at it twice.
Oh,
the way I carry myself, even if I wear okirika, the way I will wear it, moreover, I will not even tell you it's okay, I'm wearing it. So one will not give you the permission to look down on me. So the way you carry yourself is important. Carry yourself with honor and dignity. Love yourself. I tell people, when I wrote a post recently on LinkedIn that somebody said they don't like me because the way I hype myself. That's your own problem. It's your own problem.
It's you
my PA told me when I came to Nigeria the other time that Linda, you know that one of the things about somebody told me is that I don't even like her. She used to hype herself. I said, hey, you see that hyping? That hyping is not going to stop anytime soon. No. So you better be getting like that. For serious, but you are not even doing any hyping. Let me just go to White House, parent, their father. So, my people, you need to. We're not talking about being boastful. We're not talking about being proud. We are not talking about vain self-appraisal or something. We're talking about carrying yourself with dignity. Do you know that even the way you walk? When I was in secondary school, I used to have a teacher that I liked so much. So whenever we are less busy, during break, I used to go and play without my teacher at the staff room. He really likes me and I like him too. So one day he was telling me that there is a way a woman needs to walk. That some people will be complaining that they don't have husband, they don't have husband. Even if you are well dressed, okay, everybody talk about dressing well and all of that, but nobody is talking about how you walk, how you carry yourself. They call it poise in personality development. There's something we call poise, grooming, and etiquette. There is a way a lady needs to sit. You don't just sit and feel the whole problem in Africa is on your head, and you are sitting as if you are going to die. You know, the way you even walk. You know, some people will walk past you and you have to turn your head and look at them like, what is this lady? They walk with so much confidence and so much charisma. The way you do things need to be different. If you don't take yourself serious, nobody will take you serious. So everything starts from you. Work on your self-confidence, work on your self-esteem, work on your courage. The way you talk, the way you walk, the way you respond to issues, the way you react, the way you behave on social media. Like, let everything about you change. Nobody will they will be the ones to be saying, oh, my teacher, you have changed. So you can do this, They will be the ones to come back to you when they see that you don't allow anybody come and rubbish what you're doing. When they come to the rubbish, tell them no. I say something somewhere sometimes. I say I blocked. My mom called me, I think 3 days ago. We were just gisting. And I told her that I'm not on Facebook again. I've left Facebook. I'm not. I just explained some things to her, and like, but that's only Facebook. Like, she was telling me to go back to Facebook, that they've known me there and all of that. Now this is my mom. That when I started, Hey, you know what is our African mothers now? Hello? Don't post your post. That post is not good. Go and delete it. No, 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 no. This place, you post one picture. That picture is not good. You were frowning your face there. Go and remove it. At first, I thought she was doing me a favor. I was playing along, At a point, I discovered that this woman would not allow me to do what I want to do. I blocked her. I blocked my mom. I didn't say my post again. I didn't say anything. She said, but my friend said you see your post. But I did not talk. How was I told her I blocked her? We fought. We fought. I said, I'm not going to unblock you. Hey, it took a long time. Because this is a woman I have explained everything I'm doing to. This is what I'm doing. This is what I want to achieve. This is why I'm doing this. This is why I put this. She will not want to understand. But at a point, when I started getting results, when I started telling her, oh, this is what I'm getting from what I'm doing, she was like, this thing that you are doing. She now started supporting me. So then, for instance, 3 days ago, we were talking, and she was telling me to go back to Facebook. I was like, me that anytime before now, anytime I tell my mom that I want to take break, she will say, thank God. Thank God. I don't even like the way you used to be on that social media. Thank God you want to take a break. She's now the one persuading me now that I go back to Facebook.
Oh my goodness.
I said, no, I'm not doing Facebook again. I told her a lot of things I'm encountering from people and all of that. I said, I'm not doing Facebook again. I want to focus on LinkedIn. She was like, you better go to Facebook. I'm not saying you should not rest, though. Try and rest, but just go back. Don't mind them. Don't do this. Don't do that. I said, so this mama can tell me to go back to Facebook. This is somebody I would tell before now that I want to leave Facebook. She will be jubilated. She will be jumping for joy. Now, 2 things contributed to that. Results. Results. And the confidence in myself. I was so confident in what I was doing. Even when she was coming around to confuse me, to disturb me, I was so sure of what I was doing. And I stood on my ground. This is what I'm doing, and I'm going to continue doing it because I know where I'm going.
That's right.
So because she saw that confidence in me, she was like, if this lady is talking about this thing like I think she knows what she's doing. Then the number 2 is results. I have results. International award, this one, even the gift I get from my fans alone is enough results. When I come to Nigeria, they load me with this clothes I'm wearing is a gift. This one is a gift. I mean, what else do you need? I hardly spend money to buy things. So if I tell her, this is what I'm getting, this, even my landed property and all of that, she's like, this thing you are doing, So when you don't have results, people can mock you and take you for a joke. But when you start showing them the results, somebody will say, do something and show receipts. I can't remember. Show receipts. Show the receipt of what you are doing. That people, it's not a matter of bragging. It's a matter of I'm getting results and this is my result.
Did not cancel the insult.
Yes, results cancel insults. So it's as simple as that. It's as simple as that.
Oh my goodness. Ma, first of all, let me say this. Maybe next year we are still going to. I just love the charts. I love the way the thing is going. I'm looking forward to have like an interview, an online interview together with you more. Throw a question and you respond to it. It was fun for me. I just enjoy myself. I look forward to that opportunity with you. So that I'm plugging in before we bring in the our you know what I'm talking about. All right, so, yeah, the like you said something. On Friday night, I was in the class on night school with John Obidi, and he said something profound. Things that people just need to pay attention to in 2022. And he said he find out that a lot of people are scared of blocking people. And he said something. He said they don't owe you anything. You don't need to feel sorry about blocking anybody. It is your life. It is wherever you are given opportunity.
Why are you that I cannot block?
Where are you? So when you said
You destroy my peace like this, I just want to.
so
No time to waste time.
no time. So when you said that, I just felt
Okay.
that, and that's one of the things we just need to pay attention. Everybody's not going to like you. Everybody's not going to like you.
Yeah,
Everybody's not going to
definitely.
appreciate what you are doing. But at
They are
least,
not going to vibe with your vision. Yeah.
of course. But when the results start coming in, they will be
Mm-hmm.
forced to come in.
Come.
Somebody told
Mm-hmm.
me, somebody told me some times ago when I was learning how to do my public speaking, and then doing my ND about 8 years ago or 10, and I had a training coming up where I need to pay, but the money I am collecting as salary, as my IT money was, I think about 7,000 naira, 10,000, and I was spending 7,000, so I am deficit of 7,000 naira, which my mommy will give me, everybody will just, and it is in that time I have a training of about 3 days where I have Feladro Toye, I have Joke Silva, they'll be, and somebody, about three of them will be running a program, and it's 25,000. Then I didn't see it coming. I don't know where I'm going to get that money from. And I went to a friend. I know he has this money. And guess what he told me? He said it point blank. He said, I know that you don't have the money. Where are you going to pay me? I can't give you. I felt like crying. I felt like I was down. I left him. And I look at people I can reach out to. Somebody gave me 5,000, 1,000, and I gathered 15,000. I couldn't gather up to 25. And I went straight to the place, cry, do all of that. And the person said, oh God, just calm down. Go and pay the 15,000, bring me the receipt. He saw the passion inside of me. He saw the zeal inside of me. And at that particular point in time, so he saw the zeal, he saw the passion in me. And at that particular point in time, he now asked me to go. And I came. I attended the training. So some month later, about 3 months or 4 months, that same of my friend told me, I find out you want to go and speak in one place. Can I follow you? Hey, I said, follow me. Is it not to follow me? Follow me and let's go.
Wonder for yourself. It's as
Yeah.
simple as that.
And
It's as
since
simple as
then,
that.
a lot of things, and how it went and it kept going. So I just felt one way or the other, at every point of our time, we just need to come to our consciousness and say, okay, I just need to keep going. Everybody will get tired along the line. You will get tired, you get frustrated, you will
Yeah,
get
it's
disturbed.
not a different vision.
Yeah.
It's very possible they get tired because it's not their vision. So you are the one that carry the vision. You are the one that know what you want. So you are the one that need to keep going. When my mother was on my neck and she would not allow me to breathe in peace, it's because she's not the vision carrier or the visioneer.
Yeah.
She doesn't have an idea of what I'm doing. Even though I explain. But some people, you will explain to them, they will still not understand. But when the results come, everybody will understand. Everybody will understand. So it's as simple as that. Because then I was using a lot of my energy and my time and my money to build influence. Because the truth is, you need to build influence. So she will even come around and say, she's like, how much do you see? But she doesn't understand that I need to build influence first before I start making money. But when the money eventually comes, I became a brand ambassador for different organizations. They gave me monetary reward. They gave me a lot of things. And I started telling her, this is where this one is coming from. She was like, I said, if I have not been building that influence that you have been complaining about, all these things will not come. Because they will not make somebody that is not influential a brand ambassador. It's somebody they know that has followers, people like, people follow, people trust. So there are some things that no matter how you explain to them, they will still not understand. It is not their fault. It is not their fault. It is just because they don't understand. It is what it is. But you are the vision carrier. You are the one that will now make them understand. So when the results start coming, don't hide it from them. Don't say, you don't say to anybody, Amanda, there's some issue that will tell that you can. There's no way you can cover it. You want to cover your tummy. You don't want people to know you are pregnant. You are deceiving yourself.
Pregnant.
Because you don't want to see that you are pregnant. There's no way you can hide it. So there are some blessings. There are some results that you cannot hide. Everybody will know. Everybody will see. When the results come, show them. Let them see. Talk about it. If you can't tell them, put it where they will see. That even if they are blind, they will see it there. Let everybody see. So that when they are talking, they know that you are not just doing what you are doing for doing sake. You have results to show for it. And that is when the motivation will not start coming. That's when they not start supporting you because they can see results.
Wow. Thank you so much, Ma. Ma, before we go, what will be your word for anyone coming into 2022? Like, it's fast close. So what would be your word? What would be your final word to somebody? Okay, now you are getting ready to come into 2022. What will you have to say to the person?
One word: focus. Focus. I think I experienced a lot of that in 2021. A lot of people intentionally, it's not this one is not a maybe it's mistake, intentionally want to distract me. But I kept my focus. There are some people that they will distract you unintentionally. They don't really mean any harm, but they are distractions anyway. Those ones will be there. And there are some people that really plan, like they really make up their mind that this person, I want to see project. Yes, it's their project, it's their niche, it's their area of specialization. They want to intentionally distract you. They want to sweep you away from that lane. You don't know that. See, things are happening. You will be shocked that some people are actually on your case, planning. It's not a matter of them say and still. It's not a matter of maybe or they are just saying, like they are really intentional. I don't even know whether they have a notepad where they are writing down the strategy to pull you down. Because
my God.
Because some of them will even connect. When they say that this person doesn't like Minta, they will not connect to them. In fact, one still happened yesterday. Unfortunately for that person, the person fell into the wrong hand. That person told that person, the guy is a very young guy. He should be in his early 20s. He wrote a very nasty comment in the group, and I replied him hot. So he felt offended. He said because he's a customer, I'm not supposed to reply him that way. And he tried to start a gossip with somebody. Now went to that person and said, "Do you see the comment that Minta gave me? It's pride. I am a customer. She's not supposed to attend to me like that." He was really, really intentional about starting the gossip because he wrote a lot of other stories. This one, that one. Me, I used to make 250,000. It's just because I'm not proud. It's just because I don't used to shout. He started because when I look at the chat, I look at it as somebody intentionally. It's not a mistake because if the person he had gone to is in the same cabal, they will say, it's true now, she's proud. That person said, because somebody screenshot all the chats to me. And she told her immediately, Minta, I have been working with Minta for a very long time. She's not a proud person. What did you do? You must have said something that made her to respond to you in this way. What did you say? The guy now, of course, he showed, even he tried to manipulate. So the lady now came to me and I showed her, the lady what the guy did. And the lady was like, oh, no, this is it. So the lady went back to him and told him, no, you don't do this to someone. And expect them to be calm. No, this is rude. This thing you drop in the group is rude. You understand? And he said, but you should know that people like me will be in the group. So she should know the way she will be handling us.
That's boost.
You are looking for the person that will manage me. It's not me that will manage me. You know a manager of stupid people. I'm a manager of people that have sense. If you don't have sense, I will correct your sense for you.
Oh,
so you know, the guy has been used to me before. That I just ignored him. I didn't say anything. So this second time was just a very good time for me to serve him. So he felt offended that even though he's rude, at least he's a customer. So you know, there are some people because the intention of chatting with that person is to gossip me, to backstab me, to say horrible things about me, and that person will not say, it's true now. Even me, I saw her the way she's doing, and they will start. So what I'm saying is that there are some people that their mission is to destroy you. Be focused. Don't allow anybody distract you. They will come. Once they come, you think about it, broad about it, but don't dwell on it. Just let it go and let them go. It's as simple as that. In 2022, focus.
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 All right. Thank you so much, Ma. I really, really
For having
appreciate
me.
you.
1 hour, 30 minutes of my time. Anyway, no problem. This time next year is money.
It's what it's worth your time. Thank you so much for the value. Thank you so much.
Thank
And
you.
if I have, though, I have about maybe 2-3% from my team, and they really, really appreciate what you do. But at my on their behalf, they working with you or being on like becoming an accountability partner or mentoring to them. What would be your I just want to say this year, what would be your
My charge.
suggestion for them? Yeah.
Is it my suggestion or my charges?
Your charges so that we can go straight. What would be the charges?
Okay. I have so many programs I run. I have a coaching program and I have a mentoring program. Mentoring is just an accountability. You know what you want to do. You just need somebody to hold you responsible.
Responsible.
For that one, it's $100 for 3 months. $100 should be like 57,000 for 3 months. So you already know what you want to do, but you just need somebody to guide you, to hold you responsible, and somebody you can be reporting to, like a reporting partner, accountability partner. That is $100 for 3 weeks, for 3 months.
3 months, yeah.
Yeah, we're not going to be having any session, just WhatsApp chat and maybe once in a while a call. Now, I have another program, which is a coaching program. Coaching program is different because coaching program entails me to teach you or to tell you what to do. It entails me to put you through step by step of what you want to do. That one is for 4 weeks. That is 1 month. For 4 weeks, that one is $1,000. For 4 weeks, that's 570,000 for 4 weeks. And for 10 weeks, if it's going to be a 10 weeks coaching program where we are going to do like everything you want to do.
From scratch to the end.
Yeah, from the scratch to the end. Very, very good. That one is 10,000 USD. That is 5.7 million in Naira. So those are the coaching. Then I have so many other programs that might not be necessarily as it depends on what each individual wants. If you don't want to have a one-on-one coaching with me, you can take my programs, my courses. I have so many courses, so you can take them differently. So please permit me to mention my website. My website is www.omobabirin.adeola.com. Just omobabirin.adeola.com. So if you know my name, just my name, Omobabirin.adeola, then .com. That's all. So if you get to my website, you will see varieties of things I offer, my services, my courses, my books. You might not even need my courses.
Okay.
You might not even need my courses, maybe just my books. You might not even need my coaching, maybe just my books. So, but when you go to my website, you will see everything: services, products, my books, and everything. Everything is there.
Sorry, ma. www.omobabirin.adeola.com.
Yes, that's all.
Okay, I want to put it up on the chat.
All right, thank you.
All right, I think I got it right.
Yes. No, N, there's N, Birin. After that,
Okay.
BI.
Okay.
Omobabirin. N is there before RIN. So.
Okay. All right. Okay. BIN.
Yes. Yeah, yes. BINRIN.
Okay. Adeola. All right.
Okay, Omobabirin.adeola.com. Yeah, that's my website. So you can just stop by. Anybody watching can just stop by. You see varieties of things there that you can tap into. But some of my courses are some of my books, 3, 5. You just get to see what you want. Definitely,
Thank you so
definitely.
much, ma. Thank
Thank
you,
you for
thank you,
having
thank
me
you,
once
thank
again.
you. We are saying thank you already. Thank you so much,
Thank
ma.
you everyone who
Uh,
joined. Have a very lovely evening and a beautiful Christmas celebration.
okay.
Bye.
Once again, bye bye, ma. Thank you. Oh my goodness. This is awesome. This is awesome. The time is fast spent, fast spent, but nevertheless, I want to appreciate every one of you that have joined us. And indeed, it was a great time here. It was a great time having Omobabirin Adeola Osideko to share with us on envisioning to reality is a big one. And believe me, you, tonight has been a very great night where we have been able to share together the importance and the capacity to be able to bring everything we envision into reality. And believe me, you, it was a great time with Omobabirin Adiola. So, having said that, I supposed to take a particular session, but because of the time, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do my, and I'm going to upload it and share with you the link. But we have a final session where we have Tolu Afonja will be sharing with us about relationships and family romance and how we can evolve and bring them also to reality by 7 o'clock. I just want you to stay tuned, get ready. If you're listening to this, kindly share it and let other people come in to be a blessing to part of this knowledge. My name is Dele Adeleke, and I am very excited to have you and to be the host for this great conference. And I'll see you again in the next session by 7 o'clock, and that will be a very great and fantastic one tonight. Enjoy the best of your time, enjoy the best of your day, and be the best of yourself. I wait and cheers to your maximum achievement. Bye bye for now.